itself is a flavored spirit. If you think about it like that, it starts off as a neutral, clean spirit, and then it's flavored with a variety of botanicals, the main one being juniper. And so origins can be traced back to probably the 13th century when juniper was used mixed with would it be spirits at the time, but some sort of alcoholic for medicinal purposes. It was thought even at the time to have spiritual qualities or ward off the plague. And then it kind of really started coming about during the 1600s in Holland and was under a style called Genevieve. At which point it started to move over towards England, where it really kind of picked up steam as the true beverage, cocktail, everything. And from there, it kind of progressed through and had some key roles during Prohibition. It was very easy for people to make at home. And so that was became a trend they call the bathtub gin. There's a few different styles of gin. One is called Genevieve. It's original. It's a little bit sweeter style, a little bit more malty. Perhaps the most famous is London Dry. Very crisp, clean, a lot of citrus and a good amount of the juniper coming through. Plymouth gin. It has to be made in the city of Plymouth, England. Now it comes in as a little bit sweeter style, a little bit more emphasis on some root botanicals like coriander, cardamom, and some heavy amount of citrus. So you got your lemon peel and your orange peel in there. And then you would also have just kind of a general American dry gin and also kind of an international dry gin as well, which don't have quite as many rules as a lot of the other ones and can become almost anything.
We had 6 cocktails tonight. We did a traditional martini, kind of a contemporary version of the martini, with a slight twist of different fortified wine that we used there, plus the addition of the little orange bitters. We did a traditional Tom Collins. We did a French 75. We did a gimlet, and we did an aviation cocktail. Martini it comes from the base of the cocktails of a wine-based or a fortified wine-based type cocktail, such as a Manhattan or the martini. They're kind of in the same realm of sorts. The history is very muddied in general for that. The grandfather cocktail, argued amongst the majority of us cocktail nerds, is the Martinez, which is a little bit different style, has the addition of a few different liqueurs on it. As far as the Tom Collins goes and the French 75 actually was originally cognac and somehow switched to gin, so there was kind of a combination between the two, but it's based off of what we call a traditional sour. Overall ratio is 2 parts of strong, 1 part of sweet, 1 part of sour, and then we mix that with soda water after that. In the case of a Tom Collins, in the case of a French 75, we mix it with a sparkling wine, whether that be champagne, brut, or prosecco. Aviation and the gimlet are absolutely 100% traditional sours, where we are doing that 2 to 1 ratio, and we had gin lime juice for the first time versus the other cocktails with lemon juice.
So make sure that they fully emulsify.
We tasted 4 gins tonight. Beefeater was a lemon dry gin. It was a very traditional style. It has your crispness, you got your citrus going on. We tasted 2 from Plymouth. So we had the regular Plymouth and their Navy strength, which is a term that came about to describe a gin that has to be 114 proof minimum. And so it was set up by the British sailors when they wanted to make sure that if the gin spilled on board of their ships, that they had their daily rations, that their gunpowder would still work. And then we did Monkey 47, which is a gin out of the Black Forest region in Germany that has 47 different botanicals.